touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 23-yard run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the match.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Think about the strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And fights through 1 man. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. To play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Oh, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we come upon halftime. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report, Eric. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter, and they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because...
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Prescott. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott running right. Powers through it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. Flushed out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Garoppolo on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 38, Garoppolo This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, it's Mitchell. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Let's go, boys. Bring it in. He was brought down by
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a first. And 10 now, down inside the 20.
And to give this time to the tailback. Shreds the tackle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
And now this pass brought in by Brown.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Eluding the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Okay. Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed 20 more.
A 4-yard gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Made field goal. Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 13. A little under 2.5 to go. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be up in. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding Samuel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Garoppolo again. Here's Benjamin with a catch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now Garoppolo. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables...
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is Tony Pollard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get yourself in position for the second one.
He's got a man complete.